Hey everybody, thank you for joining me on this newest and very late episode of White Cotton Quilts. Thank you for everybody who's subscribed and are watching this. Thank you. If you're new here, thank you for joining me. And be sure that you're following for new updates. I promise it will not be so long between videos again. I'm sorry guys, it's just been busy holiday season. So if you were with me last video, you know that I was working on a humongous gaining altitude quilt of Tula Pink for my nephew and his wife. That is completely done, and I'm going to show you some pictures of quilting it and finished video of it so you get a good idea of how massive this thing is. Okay, so isn't that gorgeous? My nephew says that they love it, love it. So, if you watched the last video, I asked for your choice for the wall quilt. So, the one that won was my peony quilt. You can get this pattern on my Etsy shop. And so, this time I'm having you vote on which one goes on the wall next, because it's been up for about 2 months now. So, your choices are my Nighttime Blooms pattern. This quilt actually won first place at our local fair, I think 3 or 4 years ago. So your choices is Nighttime Blooms, which also you can purchase on my website, on my Etsy shop. And this one's awesome, guys. So it's beginner friendly. It's all half square triangles, and you can use jelly rolls, okay? And then the next quilt for you to choose from is not my pattern, but I love it just the same. This is Elizabeth Hartman's Little Llamas, and I did it in Tula Pink as well. I love this quilt. Absolutely love this quilt. And I did a piece backing on it, which is just as pretty as the front. So, when you go to vote in the comments, vote Little Llamas or the Nighttime Blooms. Let me get it folded back up here, guys. So yeah, so in the comments, let me know which one you want to see on the wall behind me next time. Little Llamas or Nighttime Blooms. Those are your choices this time. So, what's new in white cotton quilts? Well, I had to teach myself a new technique. So, I'm from a small town in Tennessee. There are no quilt shops right in my little town. The closest ones are an hour to an hour and a half away. So the closest ones would be downtown Nashville, or I can go up north and go to Bowling Green. So I'm kind of stuck in the middle. That being said, with my schedule, with working part-time and doing my business at home, there's no time to drive an hour and a half to take a class to learn this. So I had to teach myself. So one of the resources that I got to teach myself this new technique, guys, so I started teaching myself to foundation paper piece, because the quilt I want to do oh, here it is. The quilt I'm working on is for my fair entry this year. So I want to do, this is by Free Spirit Fabrics. It's a free pattern called Just Dandy. It uses Tula Pink's Tiny Beast line and her designer solids. So there it is. So one of the best resources that I found to learn the foundation paper piecing was a book that I ordered. So the best way I found to learn foundation paper piecing was this book. So I ordered it's by Nancy Mahoney. It's called Learn to Paper Piece. This book was awesome for instruction. It is pictures of step-by-step how to do it. And then she also gives you sample blocks that you can try out for yourself to practice with. And then you would just basically, if you have a printer handy, or like I do, I have a printer copy machine combo. And so you would just copy it off and go from there. This book was excellent, guys. So let me show you what I've gotten done so far. So I had to order more Tula Pink. I know, it's mind-boggling. I had to order more to do this. So here's some of the ones I had to order. Here's what I had already for the quilt. And that's not even all, guys. This is my other Tula Pink bin. To say that I'm a little obsessed with Tula Pink, I think is an understatement, don't you? So, unfortunately, I just got all of the fabric that I needed for that. So I got these pieces done, and then I had to put it aside because the fabric that I ordered did not arrive when I thought it would. But you guys know me. I cannot just not do anything while I'm waiting for fabric. So I decided, what other quilt pattern could I do in the meantime to keep practicing my foundation paper piecing? And this is what I landed on. If many of you know, I have the EQ8 software. If you don't know what EQ8 software is, it's Electric Quilt 8 or version 8. This is excellent software, guys. I've had mine for the last maybe 5 years. And I love it. I love it for designing my quilts. I love it for coloring them in so I can see what they're going to look like with the fabrics that I've chosen. I love it that you can design your own blocks. You can do foundation piecing. It's the best program out there. Now, if you don't have access to it or the money to get the EQ8, I totally understand. There are free versions out there. The free version that I started out with was called Pre-Quilt. As far as I know, it still exists. It's free. There's a paid option. I just did the free option and it was fine for what I needed. But the downside is you can only use it when you're connected to the internet. So if you go to a retreat or something and you're out in the boondocks and you have no Wi-Fi, you can't use it. That was the one thing I didn't like about it. So anyways, so what I did is I went on my EQA software and I just picked a foundation paper piecing block that was already in there. So I picked the, what's called the New York Beauty variation is basically what it is. And EQ8 helps you print out the pieces that you need. I kind of designed what layout I kind of think I'm going to go with. And so I started printing the foundations. And I'm just trying to use up all my scrap Tula. And let me tell you, when I get done with the fair quilt, I'm going to have a lot left of that. So I'm just going to keep pounding away, I guess, at these New York Beauty blocks because they turn out absolutely wonderful. So anyways, here's the big outer curve. Here's the inner curve. And for the rest of the pieces, hold on guys, I have templates that I made for the rest of the pieces. And they are right here. I just made a hard plastic template of the pieces so I can cut these out using that. And guess what, guys? Let me show you some of the ones that I've gotten done already. So there's one. This was the first one I attempted. And I have just been going to town making New York beauty blocks. I'm sure they're not perfect, but you know what, guys? I sure do love them. So I'm going to definitely keep going making these. And, you know, I may even put some items in the shop using them. Maybe make some table runners or something. I haven't decided yet. But that'll be for probably markets in the spring, stuff like that. So let me get this back in here. And, oh, yeah. And so, yeah, so I will do, hopefully next video, I will try to do a like little instructional video on how to sew foundation paper piecing. I'm not going to do it today because this is an update video and I just wanted to get you guys caught up because it has been a month or two before I've even thought about doing a YouTube video. And I just wanted to get you guys caught up, show you a little images of what I've been up to. I did a quilted coat over the winter. I did all these projects, and I'm just going to do a little thing of catch you guys up on what I've been doing and share with you a little bit of the projects I've been doing. I've also been doing some customer quilts, and so I have 4 right now. 2 are done. I got 2 more to do, and so it's been really, really busy here lately. There's been little to no time for anything else, so that's why I'm behind. But hopefully from now on, I'll be caught up. New announcements for you guys. I am now on TikTok, so if you have a TikTok account, you can follow me there. I'm still on Instagram. So TikTok is White Cotton Quilts. Instagram is White Cotton _ Quilts. Same thing. You can find me right here on YouTube. And of course, my Etsy shop. Please, please, please visit my Etsy shop. Favorite a listing. By all means, purchase some of my patterns. That helps me out in more ways than you can possibly know. That keeps my little business going. And that's it for now, guys. Like I said, this was going to be a short and sweet video. And so be sure to go below, do all the things. Like, comment on which quilt you want on the wall to see next time. The most votes wins. Share the video, share with friends. Be sure they start following, and that helps me keep bringing you some more goodies like this. And like I said, next video I will try to do of some actual how to do foundation paper piecing, because it's more simple than you would think. And that's it for today, guys. Thank you for joining me at White Cotton Quilts, and I will see you hopefully real soon. Bye.